Hello， 我是阿滴，
我是 Wes，
今天我们要来进行加拿大的英文口音挑战。Alright, so welcome Wes again to my channel.
Thank you so much, man. It's been awesome to meet you.
Have you ever seen one of our accent challenges before?
Yeah, I saw the one with Xiaofei and I saw the one with Alan.
What did you think of the accents there?
Well, I think I'm a little more familiar with the British accents because that's where my grandparents are from.
Ah, okay.
So that one, no problem, but those southern accents on Xiaofei's video, sometimes it was just incomprehensible.
What do you think of the Canadian accent in general? Is it a heavy accent?
It can either be very, very not heavy, like kind of like my accent, pretty neutral, but depending on where you go in Canada, you can find some very interesting accents.
Wes has prepared some clips for me today, so as usual, we'll go through the clips and test my listening abilities to see if I can get the accent, and you guys can try as well. First off, I know that you have a clip for me that's full of Canadian slangs. Right?
Yeah. So in Canada, we're very similar to Americans. I mean, we're just so close. It's hard to find words that are specifically Canadian, but I did find a lot that I want to try to teach you, see if you can figure out the meaning, and yeah, let's get started.
Okay.
Learn Canadian jargon. Looney, Toonie, 2426, the States, Giver, Keener, Hoser, Butte, Took, Yukon, Mickey, Pop, Toboggan, Stag, Hydro, Homo, Milk, Double, Double, Carburetor.
I didn't get any one of those.
Looney Toonie.
Looney Toonie, is it like crazy?
Sounds about right, but it's not. So I would say, did you bring any money? And you'd say, yeah, I got a couple loonies and toonies in my pocket.
Oh, like change?
Yeah, change.
Okay.
I know these are just numbers, but they have very important meanings.
24, 26.
Yeah.
Is it like a gas station?
Something to do with alcohol. So I would say, we're going to the party later tonight. Better bring a 2-4.
Beer?
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's a 24 pack of beer.
Ah, what about 26?
26 is a 26-ounce bottle of hard alcohol. Giver.
Like a giver?
Yeah, I know when you're playing hockey today, you're just gonna want to go out there and give her.
Give it your best?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Hoser. So I can't believe he's never even left the town. He's such a hoser.
It sounds like loser or poser. It sounds derogatory.
The meaning is more similar to loser.
Loser.
It is derogatory. It's like in Americans, you would have a hillbilly,
hillbilly.
or a redneck. This is the Canadian version.
乡巴佬.
Mickey. This would be a 26er, the big bottle. So Mickey would be something a little smaller.
Like a shot?
Like one of those thin bottles. I don't know if you have them in Taiwan. You can slip them in your pocket. So a small, discreet bottle of alcohol.
Okay. Only names you need for alcohol. Hydro. Hydro, it's gotta be something to do with water?
Yeah, it could be. They turned off my power last night because I didn't pay my hydro bill.
Ah, 水电费, hydro, so water and electricity.
Exactly.
Right, this is the weirdest one. Homo milk. It's the milk of something. Is it actually milk?
It is actually milk, but homo milk is a very special kind of milk. We have skim milk, which is non-fat, 1% milk, 2% milk, and then
Homo milk.
Homo milk. Double-double.
Double-double.
I'm gonna go down to Tim Hortons and buy a double-double.
Alcohol?
No. So double cream, double sugar.
Coffee?
Yes. Arguably the most important one.
A? It's like, what do you think?
Exactly. Put it at the end of your sentence, and it means I want you to say something in response. Very important Canadian word here.
Now that we have a little bit of taste of Canadian slang, let's go into the clips you have for me today. We're gonna go through 5.
Okay. Some of them are nearly impossible.
Okay.
And some of them are just a little more funny or talking about the culture.
This rock is too big. We gotta have small stuff.
It'd be nice to have some finer stuff, Dave. I didn't drill it.
What? Oh, so you're gonna pass the buck on to the driller guy?
Classic blaster.
Well, you guys can just duke this out somewhere in the corner, but in the meantime, we gotta get this loaded because I'm running out of time.
Okay, not too hard. They're talking about, they're throwing blame on each other.
Yeah.
Classic blaster?
Blaster.
Classic blaster.
Yeah, so one of them was responsible for blasting a hole. And then the other guys have to clean up his mess, basically.
Yeah. Duke it out somewhere?
Yeah.
So, like to have your quarrel somewhere else?
Yeah, exactly.
So let me try to get the words.
This rock is too big.
This rock is too big?
We gotta have small stuff.
Look at that small stuff.
We gotta have small stuff. He made a mistake in the blasting, so all the rocks are too big for them to use.
We gotta have small stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have some finer stuff, Dave.
Nice firing stuff, Dave.
It would be nice to have some finer stuff.
Oh, it would be nice to have some finer stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't drill it.
I didn't drill it. Yeah, so like, it's not me. I didn't drill it. It's someone else.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I think I got like 89% of that.
Yeah, you did, for sure.
It's not too long ago that they opened here, you know, but I mean, you know, I suppose business is business, I suppose, you know, like everything else, right? But I don't know why they're closing, because I mean, it's, you know, there's that many stores around now. There's not even funny anyway, right? So, you know, but other than that, I wouldn't be able to tell you, you know. But why? Because I mean, like I said, it's not too long ago it opened.
Wow, that's pretty mumbly. I can get all his interjections, like I mean, you know, but I have no idea what he's talking about. Obviously, he is in front of Target.
Yes, Target decided to come up to Canada and open their stores up north, but within a couple of years, Canadians weren't interested in Target anymore.
Okay.
So they closed all the stores.
Oh.
Within only 1 or 2 years of them coming to Canada.
Okay, so he's being interviewed on the subject.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not too long ago that they opened here.
Two-land goes on the opening? Opening?
Yeah,
Opening.
it's not too long ago that they opened here.
It's not too long ago that they opened here?
It's not too long ago that they opened here.
Oh, that's very heavily accented.
You know what I mean? You know, I suppose business is business, I suppose, you know, like everything else, right?
Business is business, of course, like everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're closing, because I mean, it's, you know, there's that many stores around now. There's not even funny anyway, right?
So I don't even know why they closed. If there's that many stores around, it's not even funny.
Yeah. Maybe he's suggesting that the only reason that they closed is because there's too many.
Oh, they branched out too soon.
Yeah.
Oh, got it, got it.
But other than that, I wouldn't be able to tell you, you know, but why? Because I mean, like I said, it's not too long ago it opened.
Okay, so other than that, I wouldn't be able to tell you because
Yeah.
it's not too long ago that they opened.
Exactly.
Whew. Got it. Okay, I think I got like 50-60% of that. The way he said it's not too long ago, it's really tricky to catch.
And mumbly. He's,
So, would
he's
you
more than
find-
likely from the east coast of Canada, where the accent tends to be a little stronger. Because they had a lot of immigrants from Scotland and Britain and Ireland, and they never really lost all of their
Oh, got
their
it.
accent.
Okay. Next one.
All right, after autumn.
Ask anyone around the area about accuracy. Arctic activities are abundant, astonishing, astounding, and A1 on all accounts.
Back up.
Before beach bodies, bros better bundle up in boots, blankets, and balaclavas because a bloody bitter breeze will blow brisk, blustery, and bleak.
Careful.
Correct and common to cocoon in a cap, coat, and comforter because a cutting cold can consume your character, occasionally create a corpse, and continually compress your cock.
I heard continuously compressing your cock.
We might have to edit that word out.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
okay.
know.
He's only using words starting with A, B, and C.
Yes.
Right? Is he doing it on purpose?
Yeah, so what's the whole theme of everything that he's been talking about?
Climate change? Arctic, I heard Arctic, the breeze that's blowing.
He's just talking about winter.
Just winter in general?
Yeah.
Why the A, B, and C?
Just to be weird and funny.
Okay, okay. It's not too hard to get most of that. It's just a very unnatural way to talk.
Yes.
How does one put the drunk in his place?
Well, to be polite with him, but if he starts getting rough, then I got a little friend up here that will help me to put him in his place. His name is Billy, and he sits under my front seat. My wife's grandfather made him for me, and he's just a little persuader, that's all.
He's got a rod in his car that he calls the persuader, which I assume he beats the shit out of people to persuade them into something.
So he's driving a taxi. He's a taxi driver.
Taxi driver. Got it.
How does one put the drunk in his place?
How does one put the trunk in his place?
Put the drunk in his place.
What does that mean?
If someone's in your cab being maybe aggressive or too noisy, too drunk, then he has the special rod to deal with their behavior.
Oh.
Well, to be polite with him, but if he starts getting rough, then...
Oh, he said, I'm pretty polite, but if he starts getting rough...
Yes.
Then I got a little friend up here that will help me.
And then I got a little friend up here that will help me, the persuader.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. You name him?
Yes.
His name is Billy.
Yeah.
And he sits on my front seat.
Under my front seat, yeah.
Pulls it out.
Billy the Persuader.
This last one.
We haven't mentioned it yet, but there's a huge portion of Canada called Quebec, and they speak French.
That's their main language?
Their main language.
But they're bilingual.
They should be, like all Canadians, we should be bilingual, English and French.
What? All Canadians?
Should be bilingual.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know French?
Yeah, un petit peu, oui.
What? Really?
Est-ce que tu parles français?
I didn't know that.
Oh.
What, is that ingrained in your education or?
Yes. Yeah, we have to learn it until I think the 9th or 10th grade. Because in Canada, Quebec is the second most populated province. So we think it's important to be able to speak both languages of Canada.
French is an official language of Canada.
So we are at a sugar shack, Sucrerie de la Montagne.
Wait, hold on. I wouldn't be able to get that. That's not even an accent. That's French.
That's just literally French.
I wouldn't be able to understand that.
I built it all up, taking apart old barns, bring the material and rebuild.
What was that?
He is speaking English now.
To keep the tradition of the early 1900s.
To keep the tradition of the early 1900s. I got that.
Yeah.
Excited to try some of this classic Quebecois Sugar Shack food.
We have a meal where people can taste a bit of everything. We start with a pea soup, soft back bacon. It's grilled and smoked. And then country sausage, maple glazed ham, souffle omelette, beef pie, beans. Very, very traditional farmer food.
Okay, very, very traditional farmer food. Let's talk about bean soup, sausage or something.
Meat pies.
Meat pies, ham, souffle omelette.
I built it all up, taking apart old barns, bring the material and rebuild.
Amazing.
So he's talking about how he built the place, right? Sugar Shack.
Yeah.
So he had a barn, he took it apart, and then he built it up a new building.
Using those materials.
Yeah, using those materials.
To keep the tradition of the early 1900s.
Because he wanted to keep the tradition. Oh, I got it! Yeah, like it takes a while for me to get more familiar with the accent.
Sometimes at the first time you hear it, you don't even think he's speaking English.
Yeah. It's connected right after his French.
Yes.
And it's mumbly. It would sound like another language.
Good job, you did really well.
So there's more accent variety in Canada than I would expect after the clips today.
Yeah.
Especially with Quebec, and you said the
eastern part of Canada.
Parts of Canada. Yeah. It's a little bit harder than the British accent.
Okay.
But easier than the southern accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was watching the video about that you did with Xiaofei, they actually don't use proper grammar.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
exactly.
Which makes it really difficult.
Yeah, you won't be able to make a logical assumption about the parts that you missed.
Exactly.
Because they're grammatically incorrect.
Yeah.
So there's no logic to it.
Our education system is based on British education system.
Which is better.
Which is quite formal.
So better.
Could be it. I'm trying to be polite.
好的，那我们今天的口音挑战应该就到这边告一个段落。那也是感谢 Wes 帮我们准备了这么多很有趣的加拿大口音相关的片段。然后我们这个系列也是做很久了嘛，之前做过南方口音啊、英式口音，还有印度口音。所以大家如果对这种也可以挑战自己听力的影片有兴趣的话呢，可以去多看我们的播放清单。那之前也是跟 Wes 有先做过了一集我们的 What's Up Taiwan。Wes 最近有什么想要出的新的内容吗？
So yeah, recently I've been planning a big trip back to Canada. It's been 2 years since I've been home to see my friends and family, and so I'm going to be making a lot more Canadian content for you guys on my YouTube channel. Try to introduce Canada to Taiwan, and also introduce Taiwan to my fellow Canadians.
好的，那今天这支影片差不多就结束了。如果喜欢的话，记得点赞、订阅，然后每个礼拜一的晚上7点更新影片。那最后也是要感谢我们频道的董事长们，悠悠、维如、Kane、Paul、Tim、智慧跟 Q， 感谢大家的支持。And that's a wrap. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
See you later.
CAT 就是 Creators at Taiwan， 是一个为了台湾新媒体创作者打造的全新平台。如果想要更多的了解 CAT 的话，赶快下载 Hami Video App， 去到 CAT 网红馆吧。